Hey, how's it going? My name is Chris. I'm making this video today to hopefully help and inspire people who are having challenges as far as weight loss and living a healthier lifestyle. Uh, as you can see, there's this lovely picture in front of you. Uh, I'm going to do my best to keep this video short and sweet, but it might be a lot of rambling and venting and just sharing my experiences, my thoughts, what I've been through, what I've done to get myself out of those sort of situations. I'll touch on mindset as well as, again, what I currently do now or what I've learned over the years and what I'm doing now, implementing what I've learned to help me stay on track and keep me moving forward. So as you can see, there's a picture here on the left. There is 40 years of battling with food with that picture on the left. Um, well, maybe 38 years. I am 40 now. Uh, but basically me battling with food, as you can clearly see. Um, Growing up, I just never really had a concept of food. I grew up in a house where it was like a buffet every day. I could eat whatever I wanted, as much as I wanted, no harm, no foul. What I have learned through that time is it gets a heck of a lot harder to deal with your habits, create new habits, and overcome the mindset that you have as you get older. So in this picture here, I am at my absolute heaviest I've ever been, 340 pounds. Um, very unhappy, just very unhealthy. I got to the point where even just tying my shoes was one of the biggest, almost a struggle just to tie my shoes. Trying to get over that belly, to do things like that. Absolutely horrible. Having no energy, always feeling tired. Just horrible. Now that all being said, um, I guess I've had like two tipping points, if you will. I guess my one tipping point, which got me to 340 pounds, about 2 years ago, I had emergency lower back surgery. I had a herniated disc, my L4, L5, uh, which even going into that surgery, I was already about 315 pounds, give or take. So I wasn't a skinny guy by any means. I was already a big guy. Uh, 300 again, 315 pounds. Uh, Essentially, to kind of make that portion of my story short, I slipped, fell on black ice, uh, went to the hospital, had some x-rays. They said it was just a bruised tissue. Went home, and let's say I fell in February. From February to April, the pain just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where it was now affecting my legs. I could barely walk because I was in so much pain. I couldn't touch them. It was just hell. So I did that in February. In April, I was one day I went into my chiropractor. He didn't even adjust me. He just used one of his little instruments. Uh, I forget what it's called now, but regardless, it was just a little activator. That's it. He used that on me, so it wasn't even a real adjustment. And I basically said, I can barely move. Like, what do I do? Do I go to the hospital? Are they going to do surgery? I had a bunch of questions, and he said, because you're still walking, most likely they're not going to do any surgery on you, which was fine. So I left and get in the car. I had two options. I go to the left, I head over to my family doctor. I go to the right, and I head to Emerge. So I was just like, fuck it. I got to go to Emerge. So I went over and went to Emerge, uh, walked in, and whether somebody was watching over me or not, I don't know, but it was dead. I literally walked in, got to bed immediately, and had an MRI shortly after that. They did the MRI, came back that, well, actually, the whole time I was there, I just kept telling the doctors, I'm scared to go home. Like, I can barely function. I can't move. They got the MRI results back, and the doctor had told me, you're not going anywhere. We need to do surgery and clear your back off right away. So I was like, all right, did my surgery. After that, 3 months later, I reherniated it again and had a second back surgery. At that time, I had just hit low like I've never hit before. Again, as you can see on the picture on the left, all I did was eat. I couldn't be physical. I couldn't be active, exercising or anything. So I just ate. I ate anything I could possibly eat, as much of it as I wanted, to the point where I got myself to 340 pounds. And so that's kind of how I got to the 340. Here's the tipping point that helped me overcome that and get me over to the picture on the right. So, as I was gaining weight and being extremely unhealthy, I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor said, Chris, let me give you two scenarios or two options. Would you rather be 100 pounds lighter and still have your back pain? Because even though I had surgery, I still had a lot of back pain, and still till today, like I have chronic back pain. Yay. Would you rather lose 100 pounds and still have your back pain? Or would you rather continue gaining weight and continue having back pain? And I told him, I said, I would love to lose 100 pounds. I'd love to do that. He said, essentially he said, do it then. But I won't get into the full story. So while I was, again, gaining weight and had the doctor's appointment, my wife was already on a health and fitness journey. She was already kicking ass and doing well, working out 4 times a week, up at 5 in the morning, doing everything she can to be healthy. And me, I was being a prick, eating junk and garbage in front of her, just not being very nice, having pizza and whatever I could in front of her. I wasn't being supportive in that aspect. Yes, I totally supported her. Go to the gym, work out, do your thing, eat healthy. I was always there for her for that. But I wasn't there. I wasn't showing it, essentially. By example, I was eating the garbage. Uh, so she was taking on this program. It's called Ideal Protein. And she was doing very well with it, using that to further lose weight and get to her ideal body weight. And we had talked, and I was curious about it. Now, when she was doing Ideal Protein, I'm kind of going to be contradicting myself a little bit. She had stopped working out just because of the calorie intake and such of it, but that's something for a whole other video. So we had chit chatted, and I had brought it up. Maybe I should take on Ideal Protein as well, because you don't have to work out, which I can't do anyway, and maybe it can help grasp my nutrition. Get me on track. So we're all for it. Let's do it. So I went in again at 340 pounds. And how you done it? Now, I have done, and for those of you who know me, I have done millions, or sorry, I'm over exaggerating. I've done a lot of different weight loss programs. I've sort of been up and down and up and down and up and down. Lose 20 pounds here, gain 50 pounds here, lose 30 pounds here, gain 70 pounds there. Like I was always fluctuated. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I said, but I'm so scared because I keep failing. Like I fail. It feels like I fail at everything. But I said, you know what? I gotta try something. Like I'm killing myself. I'm going to have an early heart attack and die and not be around for my kids if I keep going the way that I'm going. And I think because of all the different programs that I've done, it helped me, in John Maxwell's words, fail forward. Uh, I learned so much. And the one thing this time around that really, really stuck out big time was weight loss, weight gain, whatever it is in your head. 100%. Again, this is only from my experience and this is my thoughts. Whether you think it's correct or not, that's totally your call. So I said, I've learned a lot. Yeah, I've learned a lot about the mind. I've learned a lot about thinking and what to do to get you to where you want to be, to where you want to be successful. So to me, right now, my success is the weight loss and living a healthier lifestyle. That's my success right now. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. Although the chatter in my head was loud and obnoxious, constantly saying, you're going to fail, you're going to fail. I expressed myself to my coach. I expressed myself to my wife. I'm scared I'm going to fail. We're going to waste this money. And it's not going to work. Or I'm going to lose it and gain it all back within 2 weeks. Again, I might be over exaggerating a little. So I joined and I had a real good conversation with myself, essentially just saying, we're going to do this. You're going to do it. Like, this is it. You're going to succeed. While I've been doing this, while I was doing this program, I constantly had to take that negative chatter that was always there. And to be honest with you, I'm human. It's still there. It does not go away. This is a life journey. It's a marathon. This is from now until, I grow older, whether I live till I'm 80, 90, 100, 150, whatever the case may be. This is a marathon. It's for the rest of my life. The constant chatter and the constant figuring out and the constant, you know, okay, you keep saying it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time that you're gonna gain it all back and go back to 340 pounds or heavier. It's not. Yeah, it is a matter of time. It's a matter of time for me to continue growing and continue finding ways to, either lose weight or maintain weight or whatever the case may be as far as health and fitness. I would have situations where I go to like a birthday party or an event or wherever, and there would be things like pizza, chocolate, uh, burgers, fries, milkshakes, junk galore, whatever it is. People would offer me stuff, whether it's again a slice of pizza or something, or ice cream or whatever. I would always have to say, well, thanks for the offer, but I'm good, thanks. In my head, though, is where all the real chatter was or is. I have to tell myself, Chris, slow down, buddy. You know what that tastes like. You know it's good. You've had pizza a million times. You've had millions of different brands. You already know how good it is. You can taste it right now. It smells amazing. But you're good. You got this. You don't need it. If you don't have that slice of pizza, it's not like you're gonna die. You're good, man. You're good. Let's have something different. Let's pick a different choice. Whether I bring my own dinner or kind of pick and choose what I can have and what I want, what I don't want. That's just an example of constantly telling myself it's good. You've already had it. Just move on. You already know what it tastes like. You know what it tastes like. I got so diligent with myself that even, let's say, uh, I got some peanut butter on my finger. I would normally just lick it off. No big deal. Lick it off. Away we go. No, not anymore. I get, let's say, peanut butter on my finger or salad dressing or something on my finger. I just wipe it off. I don't even put it near my mouth because to me, in my head, I kept thinking those are the things that you kept doing, even though they're little, a bunch of little things done a whole bunch of times lead to one big thing. Again, the picture on the left. I just wiped off that. I hope stuff that I'm also telling you guys you can use for yourself. You can use that as your strategy to help you in whatever situation you might be in. I'm hoping to help you out quite a bit. So again, it's the mind. So although I was doing this program, Ideal Protein, it was in my head where all the work was. Ideal Protein were just tools that I used to help me get to where I wanted to go. It's kind of like so it's kind of like having a hammer but not having an arm and a hand to actually use the hammer. I have the tools as far as the Ideal Protein products and such, but I myself had to have the mindset to use it and to stay on track and to be diligent. My wife Danielle always says, "You make this look so easy. This is easy for you," but she just doesn't understand that no, I might make it look easy because I said no to this or no to that, but nobody hears what's going on in my head. Nobody understands that I literally have to have a dialogue to get me out of not, you know, buying a chocolate bar and having a chocolate bar. My sweet tooth is just raging right now. It wants just chocolate, everything so badly. But I've learned through this experience that um, that I have the power to do what I want. At 340 pounds, I was maybe even a little depressed. I don't personally like using that word, um, but definitely the self-talk was extremely loud and controlling, and I do that because I allowed myself, because those voices in your head are you, to dictate how I felt about myself. Isn't that kind of weird? So I just I just had to work and use what I've learned over the years to help me get to where I'm at today. So I did Ideal Protein, and you know 110 pounds later, again, which brings you over to the picture on the right, I am a lot more aware and conscious of my thoughts as far as food is concerned. I still till today don't eat junk. I don't eat pizza. You might say I'm boring, or people will say, "Oh well, you're just you're neglecting yourself. Who cares? Have a slice of pizza once in a while. It's not the end of the world." Hey, that's all you, and that's great. But for me, I don't need it. If I needed it, I would have it. If I don't need it, I'm not gonna have it. My meals are very basic. It's pretty much the exact same thing. My wife Danielle doesn't understand how I eat the exact same thing. I'm like, well, it's good. I like it. It's easy to make, and it's helping me. So I pretty much do exactly the same thing. Maybe one or two little tweaks here or there, but all in all, I've also during this weight loss journey, I've picked up intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has also given me the ability to have power over food. So essentially, I don't eat until about noon, between 11 and 1, let's just say, is when I will have my first meal. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock now. I'm making a video. I probably won't eat until after the video, once I'm done doing all my editing and what have you. So, again, this brings me to today. Um, I'm sitting at 230 pounds. Well, yeah, about 230. It fluctuates a little more, a little less here or there. I'm fitting into clothes that I didn't think I would ever fit into. I wear Lululemon clothes now, which I'm almost kind of using as a guide. You know, um, while I was going through my weight loss journey, I got myself down till I was fitting into, let's say, the biggest clothes Lululemon had. But I didn't buy anything yet because I knew I'm still working towards my goal. Um, then I get a little bit lighter, and now I'm fitting into clothes that are a size down from being the biggest size. And then working. Now today I'm in about the middle of the pack, if you will. I can go in there comfortably and pick whatever I want in the men's section and wear whatever I want at a smaller size instead of picking that bigger size. And actually, speaking of size and how crazy our habits and our mind, our old programming is. So my old programming was, um, pick the biggest size you could possibly pick. So I got myself up to a triple XL. Quadruple XL? No, triple. I got myself up to a triple XL. That's the biggest size I've ever worn. When I go shopping, I still look for the absolute biggest size I can find, which is so strange, right? Because I'm a lot smaller than that. And I will pick it up and I will go try it on and be like, wow, this is so big on me. Like, what the heck? Oh my God, okay, bring on the smaller sizes. Uh, I just, yeah, the mind is such an interesting thing. And I think I'm going to save this mind aspect of everything for another video, I can maybe dive into a little bit more. Um, but again, for those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do know me, this has kind of been my story. For those of you who do know me, I'm embarrassed to make this video. And if you've lasted this long, you're still watching this video, thank you for still watching it. But I'm embarrassed. I'm, because like I had mentioned earlier, I'm always up and down, up and down, up and down. And I know I have people judging me like, oh, wow, he lost all his weight. Well, just a matter of time till he gains it all back. Let's just sit back and watch him self-destruct, gain it all back, and we'll never see him again, or we won't see him for like 6 years or 10 years, because I used to make a ton of videos, ton of them. And then, the mind games kicked in, beat me up a little bit, got me to 340 pounds, not caring about myself or really anybody around me. Although I loved everybody, I didn't fully care or love myself. So how could you fully care and love for others around you? So that's kind of my story. Again, I really hope I help one or two people. But if you really want true success, whether it is weight loss or health and fitness, or which I'll be tackling in the near future, running a business or finding a career, whatever the case may be, everything is going to start in your mind. And the quicker you have a grasp on that little chatter in your head, and for those of you thinking to yourself, what chatter? That chatter. You know what I'm saying? The one that's constantly talking to you all day. That. Once you have that in check and you have figured out a way to almost trick it, it's so weird that you're tricking yourself. Till you do that, you're gonna have struggles all your life. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you probably will succeed in whatever it is you're doing or wanting to do. Just might take you a little longer to get there. But hey, as long as you can recognize it, you're already one step ahead. Anyway, again, my name is Chris. Thank you so much if you're still watching this. Thank you for watching the video. I guess I'll do the please like and subscribe, and I'll keep you guys posted. Follow myself and my wife Danielle on Instagram at cdmarsh7879. Watch our health and Fitness Journey. We're both posting pictures and content there just to kind of have people follow us on our journey because we both know that there's so many people out there that need help. And again, if we can help just a few, maybe those few can help a few, and then those few can help a few. And at the end of the day, we can all help each other. Thank you for watching.